Hi, I'm Eric from Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and today we're showing you a bike we've built. This is actually the boss's bike. It's a new KTM 300 XCW, and we know what kind of riding he likes to do, and we know what kind of bike setup he likes, and so we went ahead and threw the book at it. So these are a lot of the products we carry. Some of them are our brands, but they're all available here at Rocky Mountain ATV. This bike's mostly for trail use, but it is going to see some desert use. But a lot of these products are going to work no matter what kind of riding you do. So starting with the engine, we did a little carburetor mod. Our dealership down in St. George hooked us up with some jetting, so it has a different needle in it and some spot-on jetting specs. We put a carb torque wing from Thunder Products in it. We also had our friend Jeff Slavens mill the head a little bit for us, give us some of that compression back that we lose because of our altitude here. We're sitting at 4,500 feet here, but we regularly ride 8,000–9,000 foot in elevation. So we're trying to regain some of that power. Speaking of power, we've got the FMF Pipe. It's the gnarly pipe, and the FMF Q silencer. So this combo on the 300s makes it really quiet and gives us plenty of horsepower. To protect that pipe, of course, we've picked up the P3 carbon fiber products. And so we've got the P3 pipe guard and then a skid plate, because some of the trails are pretty gnarly. So we want to make sure and protect our machine. Carbon fiber is really tough and it's really light. So those are pretty awesome products. We did a Rekluse clutch on it. So this is the latest version, the 3.0 clutch EXP core. We also put the left-hand brake on it. So your left-hand brake just makes it so, you know, if you ever get into a situation where you're climbing a hill and you stall, or you have to stop, or you spin out or whatever, you can grab this brake and it really holds you on the hill. If you're trying to bulldog down a switchback, or it's just a really tight switchback and you need to put your foot down, this left-hand brake makes it so you can put down your foot, grab the brake with your hand, and just no drama. Just makes it nice and comfortable and fun. The wheels, of course, are our Tusk Impact wheels. They've been a great wheel and they look sharp. We also have the Tusk rotors. We're using the Tusk brake pads on them. We use the centered on this bike. And we like the Bridgestone 403 and 404 for where we ride. Something else we've got to have on this is the Scott's rear shark fin. It actually is a whole, it's the whole carrier for the brake and everything. These things are really durable. It's a really good product. You can hit whatever you want and not even worry about your brakes. Your rear brake is going to be fine. With the wheels, of course, we've got the Bridgestone ultra heavy duty tubes in it. We have the Tusk rim locks. Back on the back, we've got the primary drive sprockets and chain with an X-ring chain. Not only does it look better, but it also, you know, it makes it so it lasts a long time. The primary drive sprocket, we've got them in some different colors, so you can really make it look good. Speaking of looking good, we've got a couple anodized aluminum parts on the bike. We've got a power valve cover from KTM Hard Parts and some Tusk reservoir covers. Tusk grips. We put a full Polysport plastic kit on it, and then we had Attack Graphics do up some number plate backgrounds and the graphics kit for it. And it really turned out as a really sharp bike that runs great. We also, you know, the suspension, good friend Corey Pincock at Fluid 5 Suspension revalved the suspension for us. Makes it really plush on the rocks, even more so than it is stock. And he's tuned it all in. We've got the right spring rates, and we actually went up a little bit on the spring rate on the front, and we have a different spring on the rear, so it handles really well. We put the GPR V4 Underbar mount on it to make sure we keep going straight down the trail. Head shake's not a problem. Sometimes with two strokes things get a little busy, so a little extra steering stabilizer is always nice. So we have the Tusk Enduro lighting kit to make it street legal here in Utah. It comes with everything you need. You know, it's got a horn, it's got signals, brake light, tail light, brake switches. It comes with a compact control switch, so you know you can run your blinkers and actually run your headlights through it as well. we did the option of our enduro lighting kit to do wraparound handguards. And so on these wraparound handguards, actually in the shields, we have our front turn signals. And so it's not anything that's going to get broken off if you crash or hit a tree or go through branches or anything. It's out of the way. You don't even notice it's there. So anytime we can do that with our street legal kit, we love it. Something else we put on this bike, the Trail Tech has a new fan out. And you know, when you get up in the tight trails, sometimes you can't maintain your speed to keep the engine cool enough. And so an auxiliary fan will keep air running through your radiators when it gets really tight and gnarly. The Trail Tech one has actually a temperature gauge, so you can see exactly what temperature the coolant is, and you can adjust when the fan turns on and turns off. It's actually really a slick product. So a couple of things that make working on this a little easier. We went ahead and threw an Axial Pole on the front. That makes it so you can just grab a hold of the front axle and pull it out. You can do a quick change if you need to, if you're in the middle of a race or something, but it's hard to get these axles out sometimes, so it's nice to have a handle. So something else that's nice on this is the Tusk billet foot pegs. They have a pretty aggressive cleat to them, and so once you put your foot down on that, you know your boot's not going to slip off. Well, this build has been really fun. This is it's always a good time to work on motorcycles and work with a brand new motorcycle that's nice and clean. But all of these parts, they're all available at Rocky Mountain ATV MC.com. They're all easy to put on. You can put them all on yourself. We have plenty of videos. You can check out our site. Once again, it's Rocky Mountain ATV MC.com. Thanks for watching.